On the Medical Watch, a potential way to delay menopause. The fountain of youth may be in the ovaries. It's not just about preserving fertility. Women are living well into their 80s, while often battling an age-related drop in hormones. Now, a discovery in the lab may lead to a longer road to menopause. We're living longer, more active lives, but some of our organs aren't keeping up.
So this aging is happening in an otherwise biologically very young individual.
Dr. Francesca Duncan is talking about ovaries, where the earliest signs of aging appear.
Here you have this organ that's contributing to fertility, but overall health, and it's aging much earlier relative to other organ systems.
Looking at human eggs and how they age, the team made a serendipitous discovery. It's the egg's environment or nest that undergoes dramatic changes as women grow older, not the egg alone. The Northwestern Medicine researcher showed us what that looks like in mouse models.
So in this dish, it's ovaries from a reproductively young mouse, and this is ovaries from a reproductively old mouse, which would be equivalent to a woman in her late 30s, early 40s.
The young ovary on the left is larger compared to the older ovary on the right, but the team noted a more profound change.
So when I'm poking this young ovary, it's very soft, and I can actually see in this dish debris coming out, which is actually follicles and pieces of the ovary.
The older ovaries are fibrotic, tough, and stiff compared to younger organs.
So really the premise of this study is, can we actually maintain a youthful environment of that ovary by keeping it in a soft, less stiff, rigid environment?
Once the changes were noted in mice, the researcher looked at human ovarian tissue. They found the same signs of fibrosis in peri- and postmenopausal women.
So that red color is fibrotic tissue in a human ovary.
Preserving the health of the entire ovary, not just the eggs, has widespread benefits, particularly the ovarian follicles where estrogen is produced. The hormone regulates immune, cardiovascular, bone, brain, and sexual health.
If you improve the environment in which these follicles are growing and developing, they're going to have better function. So they're going to produce higher levels of hormones over a longer period of time, and the egg within these follicles is going to be better quality.
Hoping to find a way to slow the fibrosis, Dr. Duncan and her team turned to a drug commonly used to treat the same degenerative process in the lungs, pirfenidone.
We did a proof of concept study to say, does this drug actually have a beneficial effect if we use very low doses over a long period of time? Can we prevent the ovary from becoming stiff?
It worked, but the drug comes at a cost. It may cause liver toxicity. Now Dr. Duncan and her team are searching for other agents with better safety profiles. The clock is ticking.
In the United States, women on average are living into their 80s. So we're talking about women living decades after in a postmenopausal state, and we're extending how long we're living, but we need to be able to be living longer, healthier. And in order to do this, we really have to have an organ, an ovary, that's able to match our lifespan.
The team is actively searching for other drugs to do the trick, and they plan to use specialized ultrasounds to further study age-related ovarian fibrosis. Ben?
Thanks, Tina.